Thanks for your support as a channel member, Marius Hegley. Well, believe it or not, it turns out I can't do maths, and apparently we can win the league today. So we might be about to win the league and book a spot in the Champions League final. If we achieve both of those things, we'll call it a successful episode. Hello and welcome to part 23 of my Manchester United save. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we are away against Newcastle in the Premier League and then at home against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. We're just carrying on straight from where we left off in the last video. So we did lose 1-0 away to Atletico in that first leg of the Champions League semi-final. It didn't go very well, did it? But let's not worry about that. We'll beat them in the return leg. But first, we need to beat Newcastle, because if we do, we win the league. That doesn't look like the team I'm going to play today. What? I don't know what's happened there. One moment. That looks a bit more like it. Usually what I do when I finish recording, when I'm ready to record the next episode, is I pick the team and then come back to it the next day. I think all I'd done is change the formation back from the 5 at the back, but left all the players in, which is why we had Lindelof on the left wing. But anyway, this is the team that we're playing to try and win the league against Newcastle. We've got De Gea in goal, a back four of Shaw, Martinez, Diaz and Meunier, McTominay and Goretzka in midfield, Sancho, Rodriguez and Everton behind Edouard up front. Let's get into the match. Let's hopefully pick up a win, and let's win the Premier League, because I don't think that was on the cards within 2 years when we took the job. In fact, we can find out when that was on the cards according to the club vision. They wanted me to be... Where are we? Qualify for the Champions League and challenge for the Premier League title next year. So we weren't expected to win the Premier League until the 2022-23 season, and it's 2021. So we're 2 years ahead of schedule if we win the Premier League. Regardless, we're 1 year ahead of schedule because we're definitely challenging for it, even if we manage to throw it away from here. So we're doing rather splendidly here at Manchester United. I've never known this screen take this long. Well, talk amongst yourselves. The teams are having a really extensive warm-up today, apparently. Is this the game crashing? I can see movement behind what's happening here. I'm going to try hitting the space bar, and we're going to see what happens. That was weird. Well, come on, lads. The title will be ours if we win. I think that can be a passionate team talk. They all seem up for it. It's a weird situation managing Manchester United, because I feel like with a lot of teams, if I'd have given that exact team talk, that might have overwhelmed them and caused problems. But I think with Manchester United, even though they've not been that competitive for the last few years, I think there is still an attitude within the club of, yeah, too right, we can win the league. We're supposed to. We're Manchester United. And it doesn't seem to have the same negative impact that it can have at other places. That being said, Martinez is nervous, Edouard's apprehensive, and we're not winning yet. And I've noticed Liverpool have just gone ahead in their game against Everton. So we do need to sort ourselves out a little bit and get out there and win the football match, or else all my speculation about team talks is wrong. Sancho with the tackle that actually turns out to be a perfect through ball, but luckily we've got De Gea in goal. And I've said that a lot. We might have built a very, very good team, but I don't think we'd be doing as well as we were without De Gea in goal. He has been absolutely superb throughout this entire series so far. Cue him messing up today and costing us the title, probably. Newcastle are feeling overwhelmed, which is good. We just need to go out there and, yeah, we've been the better team. Keep doing what you're doing. We'll be fine. And we've got a very strong bench there as well. If we've got too many anxious, nervous players, I think that's probably the cue to start taking some of them off. So Edouard might be on his way off the pitch for Harry Kane to come on and be Mr. Composure if he doesn't get his act together quickly. Liverpool are 3-0 up now in their game against Everton. But here's our version of Everton, who is in and forces the save out of the Newcastle keeper. We have a corner. Let's score from it. and calm everybody down a little bit. Rodriguez with the in-swinging corner. Edouard's there. Can't direct his header goalwards, but we're now playing head tennis in the Newcastle penalty area. Ruben Diaz plays it to Rodriguez. Back to Ruben again. Cross comes in. It's too long for Sancho, but it's not gone out of play. Gaia is still hovering around behind him, but Sancho decided to cross it for himself. And now Newcastle with the chance to break on us again, as we have a lot of men committed forward for the corner. De Gea is a superstar, playing the proper sweeper-keeper role. He's no defenders, don't care. I'll be the defence as well as the goalkeeper. What a player De Gea is. But we've been really poor. So let's get Harry Kane on. What else can we do? Who else have we got attacking-wise? Pogba, Eriksen, Olmo. We've got a lot. Oh, it was Shaw, not Gaia before. Well, that told me. Sancho can come off. I don't want to play Olmo out wide. We need wide players. Right, we're definitely going to get Pogba on. Pogba can come on there. And then I think I want to get Eriksen on as well. I'm going to bring Eriksen on for Sancho. And we're just going to shuffle things around a little bit and do that. I think try Everton on the other wing. Get Rodriguez coming in off that right-hand side as an inside forward. And hope that we can... I realise I've just done a triple substitution, but we're trying to win the Premier League. Here's Harry Kane, charging forward for Manchester United, plays it across to Everton, who's got space to run into. Run into it, he does. Everton doesn't really do anything with it, though. And now Newcastle looking to break again, but Luke Shaw is back to cover, and then that's a terrible pass. We do good things and then we follow them up with bad things. I think we are nervous. Forget everything I said about team talks. Newcastle are in here. Oh, we are making such hard work of this. Go attacking now. Come on, lads. For goodness sake. Win the football match. More than anything else, we need a confidence booster going into Atletico. Liverpool now 5-0 up against Everton are starting to put the pressure on a little bit, and we've conceded a goal. Oh, God. That's horrible. It's gone to review. Tell me it's going to be disallowed. It has been disallowed. I don't know what for. That's really harsh, disallowing a shot from there for offside when it doesn't really have any impact. But we'll take it. Demand more. It's big club favouritism. That's why we got that decision. We got that goal disallowed because we're Manchester United, and I'm all in favour of it. But we're not going to score ourselves, are we? There's 15 seconds left. Are we going to score from this? Probably not, because the ball's at the wrong end of the pitch. De Gea plays it forward, looking for Everton, who can't get hold of it. And it's Newcastle who are attacking right at the death, and they do score. And we have lost. Is it being disallowed again? It's been disallowed again. The referee has obviously had his payslip from us this month, but there's only so much he can do. He can disallow their goals all day long, but unless he goes up the other end and throws the ball into their net, it's not going to help us win the league. Well, it might help us win the league. That point might be crucial, but we didn't win the match. Aggressively, unacceptable. We need to be 1,000,000 times better than that against Atletico. And we haven't won the league today. Right, we have the full first team back for the Atletico game then. De Gea in goal, back for Gaia, Maguire, Diaz and Wan-Bissaka. Pogba and Olmo in midfield. Sancho, Eriksen, Everton behind Kane up front. Let's go win. Let's go win. We're 1-0 down from the first leg. We didn't manage to get an away goal. We didn't manage to hold them to a draw. They're coming with a surprising 4-4-2 for a game like this. I would expect them to be coming here to try and shut up shop the way we did at their place. The fact that apparently they're not, does that play into our hands? Or does that ruin my game plan? I was hoping they would sit back and just let us ruin them. But if they're going to come at us a little bit, if they get an away goal, that's problematic. Wan-Bissaka is in, and I thought he'd scored inside 20 seconds from an interception, from a sloppy pass from Atletico. We mean business today. Still less than a minute on the clock. Olmo with the corner. It falls to Christian Eriksen, who plays it to Everton. Everton trying to beat his man. It falls to Eriksen again, and then back to Diaz, and the highlight ends. But we started like we mean to go on. We're trying to score goals. We've had a lot of the ball. We're creating chances. This is what we need to do today. We need to win this match. Let's win 10-0. That's what we're looking for. A 2-0 would be lovely. 2-1 would be disastrous. 1-0 would be okay because we've got De Gea. So if we have to do a penalty shootout, we'll be all right, he says, forgetting the FA Cup semi-final ever happened. Sancho beats a couple of men and shoots, and it's just wide. Just wide. It was saved. Commentate properly, Kev, for goodness sake. Olmo with the corner. Corner comes in. Everton is there. Don't know why we're aiming corners at Everton. Olmo, again, with a second opportunity for the cross, finds Pogba, and that, boys and girls, is the worst header in the history of the world. Fantastic. Their goalkeeper's overwhelmed, which is a positive. Olmo now, back to Wan-Bissaka. It's been all us so far, but we need to capitalise on that and score a goal. Eriksen to Pogba. Pogba trying to figure something out, finds Eriksen. We're keeping the ball nicely, but struggling to... They're doing this 2 banks of 4 thing, aren't they? They're using a 4-4-2 as a very solid defensive structure, and we're struggling to get past them. Pogba can't penetrate through that second bank of 4. Wan-Bissaka now trying to beat his man. Back to Olmo. We need to just occupy the spaces between the 2 lines and create little opportunities the way we are now. Everton. What a goal from Everton. And that was beautifully worked. We did exactly what I described. They've set up their 2 solid banks of 4, and rather than trying to bludgeon our way through, we just ticky-tackered our way through, finding little gaps between them, getting in behind them in crucial positions, and exploiting the rigidity of their system. Kev does tactics, boys and girls. Whew. Right, let's score again. It's 1-1 on aggregate now, but obviously we do have the danger of Atletico being the away team, so if they score a goal now, it counts for double, effectively. Sort of, you know what I mean. We all know how away goals works. If I've got to explain away goals to you, this isn't the series for you. Everton. Over to Pogba. Pogba, what a goal from Paul Pogba. Forget the worst header in history. Don't let the ball near his head. Just let him kick it. Because that was sensational. Look at this from the other angle. You can't place a shot better than this. But he's also hit it so hard. First time. What a goal. It's 2-0 to Manchester United on 36 minutes, which is 2-1 on aggregate. And as of now, we're facing Juventus in the final. Harry Kane gets his 20th goal of the season to make it 3-0. Oh, that's good. That's good, because that means even if Atletico grab an away goal now, that's still not enough. They've got to come at us and score a couple of times, which I'd like to think isn't going to happen, hopefully. That's our plan anyway. 3-0 up before half-time. We've... This is exactly what we hoped for. This is what we were planning for. Keep it tight in the first leg, batter them in the second leg. And so far, seems to be working really rather well. Olmo, across to Pogba. Can we grab a 4th before half-time? That'd be ridiculous if we can. Wan-Bissaka's had a fantastic game, beats his man, back to Everton. Everton then beats that same man. It falls to Olmo, and it almost went into the top corner. Oh, I'm so excited. The famous coughing fit just came back. I used to have these this time last year. Whenever I get too excited, I cough. Right, don't get complacent. Do we switch to the counter-attacking system? Probably not, with half the match still to go. If we're still 3-0 up with 20 minutes left, we absolutely take the wingers off, bring on another defender, bring on another midfielder, and just shut up shop. I don't know if we've got a centre-back on the bench. I don't think I ever planned for that as an eventuality. Wan-Bissaka has been absolutely superb today. Olmo playing it across to Gaia in the other fullback position. Gaia loses out on the ball, and there's an argument that Luke Shaw might be our best left back now. He always seems to perform better in the highlights than Gaia does, but Gaia just seems more consistent ratings wise, so it's a difficult one. Gaia's obviously doing a lot off camera, unspectacular stuff. Kane very close to making it 4-0 from the Olmo corner. I'm looking down at the bench. We haven't got a centre back down there, so dropping all the way back to our 5 at the back counter-attacking system isn't an option. But what we could do is drop to the 4-3-3 that we used in the Europa League run last season. I don't think we're currently training it, but theoretically we should remember how to do it, and this might be the time to do it, because Atletico's starting to come at us a little bit now. They've just got a goal back, and obviously we're now in the position again where if they score again, they then go ahead in the tie. Which in turn makes me afraid to go counter-attacking now. I would have done it at 3-0, but at 3-1, it's dangerous to defend when they only need to score once. So I think we probably don't. We're going to stay as we are for now. If Everton scores here, we go back to if Everton scores here, I'm taking him off and going to the counter-attacking system that we were talking about a minute ago. Eriksen tries to play Wan-Bissaka in. It's a terrible pass from Everton, though. Harry Kane's in, though. Rounds the keeper. That was awesome. That's what we spent £92 million on last summer. I mentioned it in the last match. Just the cool head of Harry Kane under pressure. This is absolutely superb. Just taking it round the keeper with ease. And it's 4-1 to United now. 4-2 on aggregate. And we now go back to the let's counter-attack plan. So what have we got trained? That one is the gegenpress. I don't know why we're still training that gegenpress. Right, this needs to go away. We want the fluid counter-attack. 4-1-4-1. This is what we're switching to. We're going to take off Christian Eriksen, I think, to make it work. And Kessie is the obvious man to come on to just sit in there. So he can go to that. Why have we got Kane out wide? That's not right. That's what we want. And then him doing that. Do we take off Jadon Sancho for Rashford? I think we probably do. Rashford's been that good this season. He deserves some time on the pitch. And plus, blistering pace for blistering pace then. Means we don't lose anything on the counter-attack. But Wan-Bissaka's missed the header there, and Atletico are in again, and luckily Lamar, with a terrible effort, screws it wide, and now our substitutions and our tactical changes have gone through. I'm going to drop a little bit of praise on them because they're having a lovely, lovely game. And are we going to make a final substitution? How are we doing fitness levels? Not too bad is the answer to that question. And I think I might just leave things as they are. See, this is what I mean about Gaia. Look at that rating, but I've watched him make a couple of mistakes. It's odd. Wan-Bissaka is tiring a little bit, but I don't know that I want Dalot on in this situation. You know what? Show confidence in my youngsters. Wan-Bissaka is the tiredest man on the pitch. Get Dalot on. Wan-Bissaka's had a fantastic game. Let's let a youngster come on. A youngster who's like a year younger than him and probably in his 20s by now, by this point of the save. But he can come on and just see the game out. And we, boys and girls, are in the Champions League final. And we play Juventus, which of course then creates the question, we've qualified for the Club World Cup. What? Don't you have to win the Champions League to get in the Club World Cup? Or did the Zebras win it last year and have already won the Club World Cup this year? I don't understand. As the Club World Cup, does it work differently now? Yeah, because I don't know. Apparently we're going to the Club World Cup though. And we're playing Juventus. And what I was going to say is, of course, at Juventus, in addition to this fella, who I believe has some history with Manchester United, we also have Anthony Martial, who's on loan there from us, has been an important part of their team this year. Will he be allowed to play? And is this his ultimate revenge opportunity? I guess we'll find out in an episode or two's time. It would have been in the next episode if we hadn't messed up against Newcastle, but I guess the next episode now will be as many Premier League games as we need to play to win the Premier League or not win the Premier League. And then in 2 days' time, we'll do the Champions League final against Zebra and try, hopefully, if we win that, series is over, which would be lovely. It's just one step towards what comes next, which I don't know what comes next yet, but it'll be fun to win this in 2 years. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.